Red Grant.
How many kids you got, Wanda?
I have 3 boys.
Excellent.
Yes, I do.
Aren't boys simple? Aren't boys simple?
They can be. They can be.
Wanda knows she
I'm what?
She didn't do as much cooking in the latter years as she did in the beginning.
Whatever. I cook. I do it all.
I didn't say that you
Well,
didn't.
that's all right. I did it in the beginning and the middle and the end.
What's your favorite thing to cook? Your boys, yeah.
They like for me to. I do a really nice broccoli. They like my broccoli and they love my baked chicken.
Hey,
And they
right now,
love-
look up your phone and see what it takes to make broccoli, and tell me does it say heat up water?
Shut up.
Is that the only step in broccoli? Heat up water.
Whatever.
Have you ever heard of burned broccoli? Can you
whatever,
burn
hater.
broccoli?
Whatever,
You can't burn it because it's made in a pot of water.
You don't know nothing about.
You know what her second meal they love from her? What I do with corn.
Whatever.
I like to dig it out that can and I put it in there. And then I get a can of water and I put it on there. And then I get some Zatarain's. They don't expect that. I sprinkle Zatarain's on my
I'm a great
corn.
cook. Whatever.
Yes, ma'am. You good at heating stuff up.
You're good at telling us about what's going on in jail.
Yes, ma'am, and getting out to tell you. But I'm going to tell you at an arena named Phillips, and you going to tell me at the Atlanta Comedy Theater.
That's right. True.
Tomorrow, be there.
All right.
Red Grant show, I know
Red
I'll
Grant.
be there. Don't miss it.
Red Grant, Cat Williams, thank
Y'all
y'all
too.
for coming through, man.
Yes.
And thank you for having me.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for coming in.
I see why people come to Wanda's show.
Yeah.
Because Frank Ski puts it down.
That's right. Get on out of here with your crazy ass.
Uh-huh. Is he crazy?
And help me get to the salon. All right, it's the People Station Viewer 3. Your hair is kind of...
That joint was.
My hair is 19 inches long and I have no perm.
You don't?
Oops.
Oh, that's not a perm.
No, it is not. Nice lady.
That's natural?
Come run one of your gnarled
Well,
fingers.
come here. Come here.
While you on air,
Come
so
on.
they can hear you live.
Come on. Let me come over here.
No. That's not how that works.
Oh, okay. Well, then stay over there.
Don't worry, ain't nobody putting their hands through yours.
That's right. They don't have to. I don't want them to. Get on out of here. You okay? You okay? Are you all right this
Only
morning?
one of our
You all
hands
right this
moving
morning?
while we talk.
Are you all right this morning? Are you okay this
Red
morning?
Grant, Atlanta Comedy.
Tell Wanda to
And make
take
sure-
off
and
them
make-
headphones and that
make
wig.
sure- And make sure.
That wig and that
And
headphones
take
come
off
together.
them old ass clothes you got on. How about that? Yeah, they're old.
Versace, yeah.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It
She
says
said,
Versace.
I want to apologize to the people at Versace Collection. This is your 2019 summer line that hasn't come out.
But you had
But-
to open it up and
but-
show us
but
it was
it-
Versace. I wanted to.
No, I didn't have to open it up. These people are on radio. They can't see anything.
Yeah, but you opened it up so we could see it.
Yes,
We see
ma'am.
it. Well, happy
And happy whatever
for you.
stories for the Black Lane Bryant.
That's right. That's right. Very proud.
Okay, let's
Very
play some
proud.
music real quick if we can. We going to a break real quick?
Very
All right, cool.
proud.
We go to a break.
Shout outs to Forever 21
Yeah.
Necklace Collection.
That's right. Shout out
They don't
to
remember
I
me for
love
wilding
when-
out,
I
right?
love
I'm
when
not the right
comedians
one to
get-
Jones on.
Get this inmate out of here.
If you can't get your blood pressure down, you can't call me down.
Whatever, little mama.
If your cholesterol is 600,
Whatever, little mama.
I'm Lil Mama's baby daddy.
No, you little mama.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey,
And what
girl.
are you, girl? You probably shouldn't talk about sizes.
No, that's okay.
You big on the radio.
That's right. And you're big
Turn
in
it
prison.
down.
And you're
yes,
big in
ma'am.
prison.
I've never been to prison.
You have
19
several
felonies, no
times.
convictions.
Yeah,
Knock it
yeah.
off. Prison
Okay.
and jail aren't the same. No.
Okay,
No.
okay. Calm
No.
down, calm down.
Only one of us has
Calm
$12 worth
down.
of jewelry on.
Oh,
No.
no, $12.
No. That all is
$12,
available.
boo,
If you
$12.
want to have Wanda's jewelry, please go to Citgo
Go
or Quick Trip at any point. If you buy 2 packs of Newport 100s, they will give you everything Wanda has on right now for $7.99, and it comes with a free car wash. Won't you come on down?
Yes, thank you.
Absolutely.
We appreciate it. Go,
The
Shay,
show
please
starts
come
at
get
9.
her.
Wanda gets to the stage at 9:17.
Go,
Please come
Shay.
on down.
Go, Shay, please come get Miss Cat and do her hair.
She's almost out of breath. Be careful now. Even on the radio, you can
Yeah.
hear the fact that exercise has crept into her vocabulary.
Yeah. Hurry up, little mama. We're done.
You already used that one. Don't
Yeah,
repeat your
and
jokes,
I'm
Fresh
looking at it
Comic.
again.
All right, go ahead. We'll go to
Get
break.
your ass out of here. talk to him.
So it looks like Wanda Smith wants all the smoke when it comes to her year-long beef with Katt Williams, because she still believes that Katt ruined her career over a little misunderstanding and that he should apologize. This is coming after Katt went on several podcasts to speak on the issue and accused Wanda of ruining her career. It has been almost 6 years since Wanda Smith and Katt Williams got into it on her radio show and things got out of hand. Now, in those long years, you think that the beef would have died down or simmered down or something like that. But the opposite is the case, because it looks like Wanda still holds Katt 100% responsible for ending her career. Now, Wanda is not just coming up with these claims out of the blue. It all started because Katt did an interview with Shannon Sharpe on the Club Shay Shay podcast, where he spilled tea on half of the celebs in Hollywood and their mamas, and Wanda was one of such celebs that caught strays from Katt. For some context, we need to take it back to 2018 when Katt appeared on Wanda's show, and what was supposed to be a casual visit quickly turned into chaos when Katt and Wanda started to throw shots at each other, and the situation got out of hand and became a hot stinking mess. Things were going great between them until the topic shifted to Tiffany Haddish. For those who don't know, Katt doesn't have a lot of respect for Tiffany, especially as a comedian, and Katt, being Katt, has never really shied away from talking about it. Katt claimed that Tiffany hadn't proven herself yet, even though she has been in the industry since she was a teenager. He pointed out how she has never gone on a comedy tour yet or had a full-length comedy show.
She's been doing comedy since she was 16. You can't tell me your favorite Tiffany Haddish joke. Why? Because she ain't done a tour yet. She ain't done a special. She has not proven the ability to tell jokes back to back for an hour to nobody.
He didn't stop there, because he also accused Tiffany of being an industry plant, claiming that she was chosen to be famous because she's light-skinned and also appeals to the white audience.
And they already ready to down Monique and up somebody who has showed them Girls Trip. Did you think she wrote Girls Trip goofball?
Right.
Or do you think that was already a script and they handed it to her? It's up to you, whatever you want to believe.
But the movie the Girls Trip movie?
Yes, ma'am. The one with with 3 of our greatest black actresses in it? You mean that one?
Right. But I'm just saying, Tiffany Haddish.
Ma'am, you could have had that role, and everything that happened would have happened unless you thought you were necessary to write.
Katt also backed up his claims by pointing out how there are many female comedians who are way better than Tiffany, but Tiffany keeps getting rated above them, which made no sense.
And to see her do her thing.
She passed 46 female black comedians that I know personally that I put on tour who have a hard time getting a chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A after they headline 7 shows at a club for $2,500 a week.
But people like real, and that's why
is
they
that
like
what
her.
they like?
They love real.
Because everybody's real then.
It was at this point that Wanda tried to step in and defend Tiffany, as a black woman looking out for another black woman. She stepped in to interrupt Katt, saying that Tiffany kept it real always, but Katt wasn't having that. And he doubled down on his claims about Tiffany being an industry plant.
Like
wherever
Tiffany
you
Haddish,
at under the sound of my voice,
real.
do you have a real co-worker?
Right.
Do you have a ratchet friend? Do you have a sister? Do you have a cousin? Do you have a nephew? Do you have a niece? Is they so ghetto? When did that become marketable? Knock it off. They like her because she want to sleep with a white man. That's why the only thing she said was, I want to give it to Brad Pitt. The only thing before that in the movie with me is I slept with this white man and I got a white baby. She had a white husband for the 14 years she been doing comedy, and then all of a sudden divorced him, then said he abused her, then wrote a book, then said he didn't, and then now we're at Brad Pitt. So hey, you can say whatever you want. She said she got a disease for JJ. Don't nobody check for that.
Before I begin, I'd like to give all praises to the Most High Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai. So you saw the clip where Wanda Smith went viral a while back, and now Wanda Smith is dead at 58. Happens to be one day after her birthday. And on her birthday, what was she doing? She had a meal where she was eating sea roaches. You're going to see a clip of her lauding her desire for these sea roaches.
It's my birthday. We gon' party like it's my birthday. Sip a Bacardi like it's my birthday. It's my birthday. Uh-oh.
All these people been here. Come on, hold on.
Hey, 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 it's my birthday. It's my birthday. We about to eat some juicy. Hey, everybody, it's my birthday. It's my birthday. We gon' party like it's my birthday. Sip a cardi like it's my birthday. Hey, hey, excuse me. They got me at the juicy. About to eat some crabs. Oh, I'm about to get that double cluster, corn, potato, and I want the juicy flavor, and I want a strong drink. Hey, y'all, thank you. Yes, I love crabs. I love crabs. Thank y'all. Yep, today is my special day. Happy birthday to all my fellow Librians. What's up? I just want to come on and say thank y'all for the well wishes and all the happy birthday shout outs. I appreciate it. Bye. Bye, sister.
So let's go ahead and get into it. After the incident of Cat Williams' comedic session upon Wanda Smith, her husband got offended. And this is a story from out of Vibe. It's entitled Cat Williams Says Radio Host's Husband Pulled Gun on Him. And we're going to take a look at the article here. Now, it's one thing to defend someone, but over some comedy doesn't make any sense because you're two comedians. You know, if you heckle a comedian, what the likelihood of response is going to be. And if you're going to heckle, you better be a better heckler than the comedian that you're trying to heckle. And in this case, she lost and was embarrassed and tried to blame him for the lack of her advancement as a comedian. Okay, so the article reads, at the Cat Williams' roast of Atlanta radio show host Wanda Smith went viral, the Emmy award-winning comedian claimed that Smith's husband put a gun on him for the comments. Now, you can't go around trying to defend. She started it and he finished it. So you can't defend something that is pretty much over and because she got embarrassed because she just wasn't able to outperform him comedically. Okay, so according to the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, Williams reportedly told police that Lamorris Sellers chased him into a supermarket with a gun. Sellers says that while he did chase the comedian into a store, he didn't point a gun at him. He says that the gun merely fell out. He had a gun. All right, now the question is did he have a license to carry a concealed weapon? Probably didn't. Don't know where they looked into that. That's another issue. During the interview with V103, FM's Frank and Wanda in the morning, Williams poked fun at Smith's hair, weight, and cooking skills. So he came back with some of the same things that she was confronting him about. Okay, so it reads, she alleges that he waited for her outside of a comedy club in Atlanta and threatened her in front of her husband. He said, I told you effing with me would make you go viral, Smith said Monday. This was the 9th month, 17th day, in regard to the verbal jabs. I am not playing victim. I am not a jokester like that. I don't know how to do that. He did it. He won. It threw me off. The radio host was unable to comment any further on the alleged altercation because of legal reasons. Now, if this is what happened, there's no reason for the husband to get offended. It's just a simple conversation. Elsewhere in the interview, Williams criticized Tiffany Haddish, which garnered, and this guy, I hate these little pseudo names. I cannot stand them. He's not any of that he has a little title, a little pseudo name for. And there's a reason why these people adopt these names, because they try to adopt a certain persona. But it doesn't matter whether he did that against Cat Williams. All of this stuff is to drum up interest anyway. And black people love drama, but this is not really about drama. This is about a lesson. This is a lesson, a scriptural-based lesson. I'm not into gossip. I don't care about these celebrities like that, but there's a lesson that needs to be learned from these situations. Now, this is another mistake that Wanda Smith makes, and just like most Christians do. She wrongly divided the word of truth. Now, this is a New Living Translation Bible version, which is a thought-for-thought translation. It is not a word-for-word like the 1611 KJV. It is a thought-for-thought. Now, when you read the scripture in the NLT and then read what she said, you're going to see that this scripture doesn't say what she's claiming. So we're going to read what she claims first on the right. It says, "This is for anyone that come on my page with negative intention. God will deal with you shortly. Trust me." Now, when you go to the scripture, it says here, and this is Matthew chapter 5, verse 11. It says, God or the Most High blesses you when people mock you and persecute you and lie about you and say all sorts of evil things against you because you are my followers. Be happy about it. Be very glad, for a great reward awaits you in heaven. And remember, the ancient prophets were persecuted in the same way. Now, this is taken out of context by Wanda Smith, because this is talking about the true believers, the obedient Israelites. This is not talking about these Christians. Okay, the first Christians were Israelites. Now, what has come after that is Gentiles assuming titles. All right, and that is wrong. Now, when we look at this, the beginning of the chapter, the subject matter is that Yahushua gives a Sermon on the Mount, and he talks about, they say the Beatitudes, but what it is he talks about traits that the Israelites would have. And basically, it's really about the things that the Israelites would be suffering from. And because they suffer these things, they will have certain rewards in the kingdom of heaven. So we look at, starting at we'll start at verse 1. "And seeing the multitudes, he went up into a mountain. And when he was set, that is, when he was sat down, his disciples came unto him, and he opened his mouth and taught them, saying, Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." Now understand, this is what the Israelites would go through. This isn't everybody. Gentiles are not in this position. Verse 4, "Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness." What is righteousness? That's Deuteronomy chapter 6:25. It would be our righteousness if we were to obey the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High Yahweh. "For they shall be filled." Verse 7, "Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart and mind, for they shall see God, they shall see power. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God, the children of power. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." Okay. Then it goes into now we're going to read what is in the NLT. We're going to read it in the KJV. Verse 11, "Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake." You see, that's missing, falsely, in the NLT. All right. Then it goes on, verse 12, "Rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you." Now, what did the prophets do? They were always correcting the people. They were always telling the people what the Lord wanted them to do and to repent. she's not doing any of that. Cat Williams is not doing that. And this situation has nothing to do with what is in Matthew chapter 5. It is a small little issue between two individuals who could have solved the issue through operating in Matthew chapter 18. But again, this whole thing started because she tried to heckle a better comedian. That is what prompted this whole thing. And the husband should not have gotten upset. This is how comedy goes. You know, somebody gets the best of a comedian. You can't decide you're going to do violence because somebody got the best of them by someone who bested them. You can't do that. It's just not the right response. So this thing, now when we read the scripture, it doesn't say anything about the Lord is going to deal with anybody. Okay, it doesn't say that. So she doesn't know what she's talking about. And she's gone. She's in the spirit world. And now she understands the truth. Now she understands the mistakes she made in her life. And she's good. She is good to go now. She totally understands what's going on. All right, so not only that, but she celebrated her birthday the day before she died. And the only birthday rituals in the scriptures were by the Gentiles. There are no Israelites celebrating. There's nobody in a chosen line celebrating their birthday. Not Adam, not Eve, not any of the prophets. And when people try to confuse when Abraham's son Isaac was weaned, right, when he was weaned, meaning he was taken off the breast after 3 years and eating meat and he had a celebration, that's not a birthday. It might have happened on considering it's 3 years, but it was because he went from eating milk to eating solid food. That was a transition. Okay, not the birthday. The birthday is not the focus. And a lot of Israelites make that mistake. So, the Gentiles, that is the Greeks specifically, forced Israelites to partake in their king's birth rituals. This is during the Greek captivity. This is during the Greek captivity. When did the Greek captivity happen? The Greek captivity happened, if you get a Life Application Study Bible, it'll have the period in between the books of Malachi and Matthew, and that is what they call the time between the Old and New Testament. And what you'll see is the different and various captivities. This was during the Greek captivity, and the Greek captivity is called the Hellenistic period. And hell is a proper fitting because we were brought down like hell in 336 BC to 165 BC, but then it did continue during the Maccabean period from 165 BC to 163 BC when we fought against doing that. And there is in the Apocrypha, in the book of the Maccabees, there is a narrative where it was documented that there was a mother and 7 of her sons that were propositioned to eat pork or die, to eat swine or die, and they all submitted to death in order to obey the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua. You cannot get these unrepentant Israelites today to understand that and to have that depth of commitment to the Lord. They just don't. But the Lord has men and women out here who are obedient. There is always going to be a remnant, and we are not going to do these things. So she died one day after her birthday. Now, this is what it says about unclean food. Leviticus chapter 11, verses 9 to 12. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters. Whatever hath fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat. Verse 10. And all that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers, and in all that move in the waters, and all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you, you Israelites. They shall be even an abomination unto you. You see, the Lord's telling you that's 2 times. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, but ye shall have their carcasses in abomination. That's 3. Verse 12, whatsoever have no fins, nor scales in the waters, that shall be an abomination unto you. 4. The Lord said it 4 times, and our people refuse to listen. So what is an abomination? It is Strong's H8263. H8263 is shakets. It means to count filthy, in that it means figuratively and specifically an idolatrous object. And we know the Israelites are not supposed to have idols, no idolatrous behavior. And this is idolatrous behavior. And then H8262, shakats. Shakats. It means to detest. Detest means to dislike, make abominable, count filthy, make detestable. Make detestable means an intense dislike. You see that? Intense dislike, not like, enjoy, make a burger out of it, put bacon on it, put the swine on it. No. This is Leviticus chapter 20, verse 26. This is another warning about the punishment for not following the instructions of the Lord, which are the laws, statutes, and commandments. Ye shall therefore keep all my statutes and all my judgments and do them, that the land, whither I bring you to dwell therein, spew you not out. And ye shall not walk in the manners of the nation, that is the heathen and the Gentiles, which I cast out before you. For they, those heathen and Gentiles, committed all these things, and therefore I abhorred them. He hated them. Verse 24, but I have said unto you, you Israelites, ye shall inherit their land, the Gentiles' land, the heathen land, and I will give it unto you to possess it, a land that floweth with milk and honey. I am the Lord, your God, your power, which have separated you from other people. The other people are those heathen and Gentiles. Ye shall therefore put difference between clean beasts and unclean. And it's the same thing in the New Testament. And between unclean fowls and clean. And ye shall not make your souls, that is your bodies, not talking about the spirits, talking about your body, abominable by beast or by fowl or by any manner of living thing that creepeth on the ground. Does not an alligator creep upon the ground? Which I have separated from you as unclean. It does not have fins and scales. Verse 26, and ye shall be an holy or set apart unto me, unto the Lord. For I, the Lord, 𝐒𝐦𝐢𝐭𝐡, am holy, he is set apart, and have severed you, you Israelites, from other people, that ye should be mine. You see, when we're separated from the heathen Gentile ways, then we belong to the Lord. When we adopt and adapt heathen Gentile ways, we are not of the Lord. What makes the Israelites a special people, a peculiar people, a holy or set apart people, a chosen people unto the Lord, is obedience to the Lord's laws, statutes, and commandments, known as his word, in the faith of Mashiach Yahushua. This is Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. We talked about being holy, chosen, peculiar, and special. Well, here it is. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Who are those all people? The Gentiles and heathen that are upon the face of the earth. The Lord did not set his love upon you, nor choose you because ye were more in number than any people, for ye were the fewest of all people, of all the Gentiles, among the Gentiles. But because the Lord loved you, and because he would keep the oath which he had sworn unto your fathers, that's Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and their seed after them, hath the Lord brought you out with a mighty hand, and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen, from the hand of Pharaoh, king of Egypt. Know therefore that the Lord thy God, he is God, he is power, the faithful God, the faithful power, which keepeth covenant and mercy with them, the Israelites that love him. How do you love him? And keep his commandments to 1,000 generations. And repayeth them, those Israelites that hate him because they don't obey his laws and commandments, to their face. And he repayeth them that hate him to their face. To do what? To destroy them. He will not be slack to him that hateth him. He will repay him to his face. Thou shalt therefore keep the commandments and statutes and the judgments which I command thee this day to do them. So let's do this. Let's give the sense. And the giving the sense is the heathen Gentiles were not given the Lord, the Creator, to worship, but were to worship his creations. They, those Gentiles and heathen, were led away from the Lord for his purposes to be accomplished between a chosen people and the world of the heathen and Gentiles. I leave you in the most capable hands of the Most High Yahweh, 𝐻𝐻, Yahushua. Hopefully this has been an edifying lesson to you that on several fronts. Wanda Smith is now in the spirit world. She probably did have other issues other than these sins. She probably had medical issues. We know that we can see that she's overweight, and most of the people who are overweight in that particular condition might have high blood pressure. They might have diabetes. Her cause of death has been held secret, but these are things that might have, based upon how her diet, has she been following the biblical diet of eating clean foods, that she might have lived longer. She might have had whatever health issues she had she been eating clean food, because you can eat unclean food and do all of this harm to your body, and you get to the point of no return. And you're going to get whatever the illness is, and you're going to have to take the medicine if there is medicine. And then if you have further complications, that can result in death. So this is another cautionary tale, okay, a cautionary lesson, I should say, that you need to be careful about what you eat. You need to obey the law, statutes, commandments, and the faith of Mashiach Yahushua. I'll leave you in the most capable hands of the Most High Yahweh, 𝐻𝐻, Yahushua.